The billionaire president was shocked to discover that his company's employee was actually a business genius. With just a few swift operations on the computer, the employee turned the company's plummeting stock into a rising one. He then handed the computer to another staff member, instructing him to continue as directed, and sure enough, the stock price quickly stabilized at the opening level. The president, in disbelief, asked how the employee managed to do what the company's top financial experts couldn't. But the employee calmly told him that by market close, the stock would surge again, and asked the president to support a small construction company in Haijo by giving them a portion of a major project. Before the president could ask about the employee's connection to that company, the employee turned and left without looking back. By the end of the trading day, the stock had indeed skyrocketed, earning the company billions. True to his word, the president instructed his assistant to assign the project. But since it was a massive deal worth hundreds of billions, the assistant hesitated, warning that the Haijo company was just a small family business. The president, however, was more curious about the employee's identity. After all, only someone far beyond his own business acumen could have saved the company like that. He ordered a full investigation. Half a day later, the assistant returned with shocking news. The employee, real name Luipan, the wife of a president of another top conglomerate. But things soon took a heartbreaking turn. That evening was actually the employee's husband's birthday. The employee had bought a cake and planned to reveal her true identity to him. Instead, her sister-in-law knocked the cake to the ground, and the employee's husband himself coldly handed her divorce papers he had prepared in advance. At first she thought he was joking, but he insisted he was serious. Boasting that he now had an investment worth hundreds of billions, he said she was no longer worthy of him. The sister-in-law sneered as well, calling her nothing more than a worthless housewife who cooked and cleaned. Her heart shattered. She had once been the daughter of one of the wealthiest families, but 3 years ago, for love, she married when he was penniless, even secretly supporting his business until it flourished. Now, her devotion meant nothing. To make it worse, the husband accused her of only securing the massive business order through the help of another wealthy family's daughter, whom he was about to marry. Hearing this, she simply gave a bitter laugh and signed the divorce papers without hesitation. "I hope you don't regret this." She packed her things to leave, but her mother-in-law and sister-in-law stopped her, accusing her of stealing jewelry from the household and demanding to search her suitcase. Outraged, she insisted she didn't need their belongings, but they forced the case open only to find clothes, nothing else. Still suspicious, they tried to strip-search her, but just then the president rushed in with his men to stop them. It turned out the family had always looked down on her, because the husband had been involved with another woman outside the marriage. She was insulted, slapped, and accused of being shameless. But she finally stood her ground, declaring that the so-called billion-dollar deal wasn't thanks to her husband's ability at all, but largely due to her own skills.